Hey, welcome to Abundant Source. In this video, I'm just going to share the top 5 books that have really impacted and transformed my life, and that I think that everyone would benefit from. And so the first book, and probably my personal favorite books of all time, and I've said it in past videos that if I had one book that I could share with the entire world to read, this would be the book. And it's called Conversations with God, and it's kind of like a series, and there's many books, and this is the one that I'm currently reading. It's called Home with God and a Life That Never Ends. These books are by Neale Donald Walsch, and it's basically a channeling from God through Neale, and it's Neale asking questions about life, and God answering these questions in this book. And I feel like these books, the Conversations with God books, have probably given me more revelation and impacted me more than probably any other books. And I love them because it's very deep and very advanced topics, but put so simply, and it's structured in a way that, like, even if you don't know anything or a whole lot about spirituality or different concepts that it talks about, it just has like this really kind of, it's structured in a way that just like sets everybody up to in a way that they can understand it and kind of go through the material and really grasp everything that's in it. And I also really like the Conversation with God books because it is channeled material, and all the other channeled material that I've ever read is channeled by like conscious forms of consciousness that are like a subconsciousness from the highest source of unity, you know, like different angels, archetypes, extraterrestrials, extra-dimensional beings. And in the Conversation with God books, it seems as though it's being channeled straight from like the highest source. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any filtered sort of subconscious level that is being channeled. It's like it's just being channeled straight from God, like the highest form of channeling that I can think of. And so a really profound, powerful, practical information for like living your life and being happy and all that. So those are probably my favorite books. And then the next book that has impacted my life is this one, A Course in Miracles, which is also channeled material. And yeah, A Course in Miracles, I would say, is probably the most advanced book that I've read as far as concepts and understanding the material in this. This is not something that I would probably recommend to somebody just getting on their spiritual path, just because the concepts and the verbiage and all of that in this is pretty like heavy and can be very probably hard to grasp for a lot of people. And then the third book is the Tao Te Jing by Lao Tzu, and that one I don't have the actual book, but it's probably, there's a really nice audio on YouTube of the whole book, and it's my most played YouTube video. More than any other video, I listen to the Tao Te Jing all the time, and especially before I'm going to sleep, I love to just put it on and fall asleep to it. I feel like every time I fall asleep to it, I just have really peaceful, restful sleep and wake up feeling really good in the morning. So the Tao Te Jing, number 3. Number 4 is Pranic Nourishment by Jasmuheen, who is a breatharian, and this book is all about breatharian, living on love and prana, and this book really opened me up to kind of the level of awareness that you want to have for the ideas of liquidarianism and breatharianism, and this book has inspired me to do more fasting and dry fasting and things like that. The material is super amazing. I love Jasmuheen. She's got a YouTube channel, and she's just such a lovely, loving person, and just like, I just want to smile every time I hear her speak. So this is really good. And then the fifth book that has impacted my life the most would be the Law of One, which is also channeled material, channeled by the raw consciousness. So like the raw God, basically, that consciousness is what's being channeled. And yeah, I've read so many channeled books, but the Law of One and Conversations with God, those are some of the most impactful ones that I've read. And the Law of One was the first channeled material that I had ever read, and when I had read something being brought, you know, kind of like conveyed by such a high level of consciousness by beings that are so advanced, it blew my mind. The material that are in these channelings just like are on such a high level that I had never experienced before. I was like, and it resonated so hard with me. Channeled material is some of like the only books that I feel like I can really get into nowadays. Like if I read books that aren't channeled, it's like, it just seems like a whole lot of fluffy information with maybe a few nuggets, and I'm like, that didn't really seem like it was maybe worth the time to read. But with these channel materials from higher beings, it's like almost every sentence is like a revelation and mind-blowing, and just catches my attention so much and resonates so much with me. And it's all about love and unity and like empowering yourself. And so I don't see how pretty much anything almost that they have to say can be, you know, rebutted or questioned, because it's just all about self-love and empowerment and unity consciousness. And when you hear from them, it's just like, wow, it's really amazing. So those are my top 5 books that impacted my life that I recommend to everybody. And yeah, hope you check them out, and let me know if you've read them and what kind of impact you've had from them. And if you have a book that's really impacted your life, then go ahead and drop that in the comments for me and others to see and check out. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Talk with you in the next video.